Hello guys and welcome to London Players Guild. My name is Peter and I am the guild master here at London Players Guild, and I am joined by our lovely one-handed army, Scott Sedman.
Hello.
And yeah, we are doing today Graded.
Peter, what is graded?
Graded is something that we came up with because we were bored and we hate ourselves.
Oh, right, okay. I get it.
Yeah.
But
No,
to the
we
viewers at home.
what we do is we look at the cards, the brand new cards from Dragon Ball sets, and we grade them based on the color and then based on the product as a whole. So we looked at red, blue, green, yellow, and black until now,
hmm
and we graded between F and S, S being the best, F being failing as a product. And yeah, it's based on design, it's based off power of the cards, of power creep, or balance, or things like that, and of course on the theme. Because we all
Yeah,
play this card game because we all love Dragon Ball, so it needs to be thematic for us. It
of
needs
course.
to feel like we are playing with Hirudegan, or like we are playing Graditz, so we are forgotten, or like
Fair, fair.
it does feel like it though, doesn't it?
I mean, a little bit. A little bit.
Raditz is the only one that never got Goku's lineage card.
Sadness.
He is Goku's brother. People keep on forgetting.
They choose not to remember, Peter. There's a difference.
So
It's
today
not...
we are going through multicolor cards, where we're going to go for Giant Force, which is draft box 6, and we're going to go through multicolor cards based on how they fit in the colors we have already seen,
hmm
and we're going to give our grade based on that. And tomorrow we're going to do Giant Force rares, which are not going to be graded as Giant Force rares, but as part of the whole product.
Yeah.
To
So, without further ado, Peter.
Yes, well, before we go,
Oh, okay.
one thing I have noted, because I need to explain what is going to show up on the screen for people who watch our
Oh,
other
okay.
videos. And what I noticed when I was looking at the multicolor spoilers is every single color combination, which there are 6 of, has the same type of a battle card, which essentially is the same in almost every single aspect. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all of them on the screen. We're going to read through majority bulk of the effect, and then we're going to look at them properly based on their second effect, because that's essentially the only difference between all of them.
Fair enough, fair enough. Let's
So
get...
here you can see all 6 of the cards, which is Vegeta, Korin, Gina, Oolong, Kakarot, and Yajirobe.
Whoa, whoa, Peter, did you just say Corin?
Yes, we have a Korin battle
Corin has a
card.
card?
He even has Sensubin on the art.
Oh, Corin, you know how to taint a man. I'm so glad Corin's finally got a card.
Yes,
Like,
finally. It's an Earthling as well, so I think there should be some sort of support there.
yeah, yeah.
He can be searched with everybody's pal Yamcha.
Ah, well, there you go. Corin is everyone's pal.
Of course he is. So
Yeah.
each of those cards has exactly the same stats. So they're all 2 drops, 16k. Each require 1 energy from each of the color they represent. They're all 1 cost 10k combo, and all of them have energy exhaust. All of those cards also have auto skill. Choose 1 card in your hand and discard it. When this card
hmm
is played, you choose one of the below skills. And the first of those skills is always the same, and that's play up to 1 skillless battle card with energy cost of 2 or less from your drop area. So every single one of those cards can play the skillless card from your drop area by discarding a card. Ideally the skillless card, right?
Yeah.
And then we go into the second skill. So starting for me from the top, which is Vegeta. Your opponent may choose 1 card in their hand and discard it. If they don't, you switch up to 1 of your energy to active mode. So discarding represents green and untapping energy represents blue, right?
Yeah.
So it essentially becomes a 1 drop 16k, which is that awkward number to be attacked into, but it's essentially a 15k on the purposes of attacking
Yeah.
on attacking himself, right?
hmm
Uh, what do you think about that skill? Your opponent has the choice if they discard the card or if you get the energy.
And I think that's a really cool little bit of design there. Like I like this idea of, well, you either do this or I do this. I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
I like that as well, but the issue I have with this is if you play this on turn 2, your opponent always will give you that energy back because there's not many good 1-drops in this format, especially in draft.
That's
Especially in draft.
true, but
So
I think it's a sign of more things to come down the line rather than this effect being necessarily a thing. I still think in draft and stuff like that, it could be useful.
no, I think the card is really really good. I
Mm.
like the design of all of those cards because they take something that works in each color and then they make sure that it's specific to another color as well.
They're not
It's
super costly either, right? Two
yes,
energy.
they're cheap, and
Yeah.
they have varying effects, of course. Next one is Corin, the cat sage. It's actually a very cool name. Not gonna lie.
Yes. Correct.
His special skill is choose up to one red or green battle card with an energy cost of 1 in your hand. Play it, and it gets plus 10k power for the turn.
Yeah, I
I'm,
can dig that.
I must say that this is an interesting skill. You still need to remember that the cost to activate the skill is discarding a card.
That's true. That is true.
But being able to play, for example, a Self Awakener and giving it
Hmm?
additional 10k, I think it's something interesting. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't see how much use it's going to get. I mean, it's always going to be a, oh, well, I can combo away. Now I'm fulfilling a rival type card. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, interesting. It's interesting, right? I think there's a lot of more emphasis in the past. Basically, since Divine Multiverse, they've been kind of slowly giving other colors skillless support.
Mm.
And, like, I don't know if the optimal build would include it or not, but like this kind of to me, these cards kind of open up the well, I can play a couple of colors of skillless in my deck, and these kind of act as the gateway to that. So
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't
uh,
need to play a skillless card. It just
no, it
needs to play
doesn't. But I
red or
think
green
like you
card.
put a
Yeah.
20k body on board, it's
Yeah, it's definitely something. So you put a 16k body and a 20k body, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
it's definitely something to be reckoned with. It's a very aggressive card. Because
for
putting
2 energy, right?
yeah,
You
putting
know,
two
that's
bodies
not
on
bad.
board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one is Gina. At the end of the turn, choose up to 2 of your blue energy and switch them to active mode. This is very reminiscent of Aegis.
Yes, I did. This is Aegis, but in auto form. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
You discard the
Gina coming
card
in.
and you get 2 energy back. And yeah, it's at the end of your turn. Gina is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and
I
you can
like that
combo
skill.
off, and then you fulfill a rival. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
so
just a really
you'll
good
have
card.
enough energy to arrival into Bojack immediately.
Mm.
While discarding that Saiyan Instinct.
Yeah, like she's just great. She's really good. Blue yellow, just more good support for blue yellow.
Shame Aegis is not really that good of a skill.
Well, you know, with all this new baby hit, maybe Aegis will be used.
Maybe, but let's be honest. The Aegis, Revival, and Alliance were never really good skills.
Hey, Revival got some buffs recently.
Yes, but it's still not a good skill. We had Successor, Invoker, and Offering
That's
were
not the
absolutely
point, Peter. Let's
busted.
get back. Let's keep on
Yeah,
topic, Peter.
Oolong, which is yellow green. Choose up to
Oh,
one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 2 or less, negate its skills for the turn, and KO it.
okay. See, I with this card, I would definitely be more inclined to play the 2-drop battle card.
Really, if my opponent has a certain 1-drop higher dragon, I would be more than happy to negate
Well, yeah,
its skills.
it's situational, but
Yeah,
like this
of
is
course.
really good for successor.
Yeah, for Successor it's brilliant because it puts you 4 cost on board, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I Oolong's really good. I don't. I'm not the hugest of successor players, so people might just be like, no, it's terrible for successor. But I think it's got its merits, you know.
I mean, for 2 energy, you get 4 energy on board. It's as good as a Topo, really.
And yeah, there you go.
Which was a
There you
2-drop and became a 4-drop on board.
Yeah.
Kakarot. You draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 5k power for the turn. This can be scary, especially in a color
Oh, yeah.
deck.
Oh yeah. This has a
Because
lot of versatility to it.
you cycle a card essentially because you discarded a card to use his skill, and then you draw a card to replace it.
Hmm.
And you give one of your opponent's battle cards minus 5k, so it's easier for you to attack into it as well if you want to remove
Yeah.
it. One of
That
those
20k you've
peskies.
got in rest mode is now killable by 16k.
Yeah, one of those pesky blockers for Baldock's crew as well.
Yeah, yeah. I really like this card, and I'm not sure if Invoker are going to pick this up. I don't feel like they will, but
I
I think it's a really good card for red blue in general.
I think it's a good card for red blue in general, but I think it's more of a cooler card than
Yeah, yeah. I
Invoker
think
card.
Cooler could be the way to play this. Actually, in fact, Cooler is the way to play this because it
Yeah.
minuses.
And last one is Yajirobe, which is red and yellow. And choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, switch it to rest mode, and this card gets plus 9,000 power for the turn. Oh my god, it's over 9,000!
What? Over 9,000? To be
I
fair,
swear.
making him a 25k is quite impressive. I actually really
It
like
is.
it.
It does feel a bit with Quintilla was one of those cards, right? 2-drop 20k
Yes.
offering.
Yeah.
That just
I like
felt
this
strong.
low tier red yellow stuff. I give us a few more of it. I think there's actually a real deck there, you know.
I like the card because it can turn off the blocker and then it makes it killable. Because it's a
Yeah,
25k.
25k, yeah.
Yes, not many things it wouldn't hit, especially in the draft box environment.
I really like Yajirobe. Again, they all have the option to play a 2-cost
Yeah.
skillless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. They all have the option to play to go skillless, so they're all very, very interesting with what they do there.
I think my favorite is still the Vegeta just for that duality choice thing, and I think it's something that we'll see pop up just again with like this green and blue having a duality
Yeah,
type
I
trigger.
think Vegeta and Kakarot are the two that Vegeta, Kakarot, and Gina are the three that are going to actually see play.
I, I mean, because red yellow's not a thing right now, but I also think Yajirobe could see some play.
Possibly, but as you said, it's not a thing right now. Whereas
No,
people still
if we're
make
talking
blue
currently,
yellow.
yeah.
Blue yellow is a thing. Green is a thing. So green blue, I would imagine it being a thing. And some people still try to make cooler cool.
Cooler and Invoker, and
Yeah.
not to be fair, blue green Hirudegon's going to be a thing. Whether
Yeah.
it's amazing or not, we don't know yet, but it's going to be a thing. So if people are playing it, they might play that.
Yep. So putting those cards away, now we can go with the list. So we're going to be starting at Piccolo Jr., Eradicator of Peace.
Oh, such a good name, Bandai.
Another 2-drop 16k.
One red, one blue. Wait, what? No, one red, one green. I know colors.
Don't worry, I need to think and I need to stop myself from saying Gruul because I also play Magic.
Gruul.
Gruul
Gruul.
is the color combination. This color combination in Magic.
Ah.
Because they had the plane of guilds where they had all 10 combinations, and after
That's
the
a
guilds,
nice anecdote, Peter.
that
So
after...
it's a 2-drop,
yeah,
one
sorry.
red, one green, 110k combo, 16k body, energy exhaust, double strike. It has alliance. If your leader card is red, this card gains power equal to the total power of the card switched to rest mode by this skill for the battle. Draw 2 cards, and if your opponent has 3 or more life, deal 1 damage to them.
Boy, you can easily put your opponent down to 2 life with this skill.
It's a really good card.
It's surprisingly, I want to say that's a good alliance card.
It is, right? Like,
because it's
you
cheap.
swing in, they're on 3, they're like, oh, I'm not going to negate it. You activate alliance, oh no, they're now lethal.
Yeah, it's... The thing is
and you
that
just draw 2
unlike...
extra cards.
We used to have Goku and Piccolo, which was... I thought it's a good card, but the problem with it was you needed to have Goku Youth on board to draw the cards with it.
Yeah.
You don't need to do it here. Here you just need to have a red or green battle card.
Yeah, and that's really easy to do now.
Yeah, you drop a 1-drop. There's tons of skillless support, obviously, as well.
For this being a 2-drop, it's insane, Peter, to me. This card's actually fantastic.
If your Roshi or any red unison survives long enough, you can drop this for 2 energy and then drop for 3 that Piccolo, right?
Yeah, that's also a thing. Like, I think Ben might have a chance.
I think Burn actually could be constructed build in here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they've done a really good job with Ben.
Yeah.
Because you've also got the other red-green SS3 Gohan. don't know if you would play it. Obviously,
I
we're
think
just
that one is a
speculating.
bit too expensive. It's good, but I think it's a bit expensive. A
Oh
four
yeah, it's
drop it.
expensive. Don't
Four
get me
drop might
wrong,
be a bit much.
but the fact that this can come out turn two, but I love this. I love
Yeah.
this as a 3-0. It's such a good card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we go into Son Goku Unwavering Conviction.
Now you convinced me how good of a card this is.
Yeah, I did convince you already, didn't I?
Yeah.
So my biggest problem with this card, it's a rival. I
Okay.
hate this keyword. I hate this keyword with passion because this keyword is what made Dragon Ball into what it is right now.
Mm.
Because to match up to arrival cards, the game needed to speed up and put big bodies early on board. And arrival in colors like green and yellow became a food for successor. Because suddenly for 2 energy you have a 6 drop on board.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hate this keyword with passion. But let's go through the card first.
Yeah.
4 drop, 1 green, 1 red. 20k power, 1 cost, 10k combo. Energy exhaust double strike, rival red green for 1 green energy. Activate battle.
Really good.
Once per turn, place up to 1 card from your opponent's combo area in its owner's drop area. Then choose up to 1 of your unison cards or battle cards other than this card, and it gets plus 5k power for the turn. So, you can't choose himself, but
No.
if you, for example, combo Nappa
Mm-hmm.
and then play 2 of those,
Yep.
suddenly they become 25k double strikers each. You don't offensively. They only give 5k power to your cards, right? You don't need to. You don't need to remove a card from your opponent's combo area.
I'll do you one better, Peter. Do this in Bulma.
Yeah, they also block us.
Yep.
But yeah, you. But then during your opponent's turn, when they attack and combo, you can just remove their combo power and power up something of yours if they're not attacking a unison card. They
Exactly.
can censor each other as well. They're once per
They're,
turn on each of them. They're just scary because
they are scary cards.
they don't look like much on paper, but the fact that they censor for the turn. Imagine that they survive that one turn, they're on board, then you drop a simple triple attacker or dual attacker. You attack with it. You gave it plus 10k because you can.
Yeah, plus 10k for the turn. Why not?
And it doesn't even check the color.
Nope.
If you manage to play, I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any overwhelm card that has dual attack. But oh wait, there is
the new Goku.
yeah. So you play that and you just pump it up because you can.
Or is it double strike crit? No, it's dual attack crit, isn't it?
I think it's double strike crit. Dual attack was Bardock.
Keep talking, I'll find it.
But yeah, the card is really really strong. And on top of that, for all of those skillless players.
Oh, it's double strike crit.
Yeah. For all those skillless players, this is Goku Childhood with Android 8.
Yep. Yeah, there's also that. There is so much going on with this card. It's actually scary.
Yeah. The fact that it's essentially a 1-drop 25k double strike is... Yeah.
It's wild. Bulma players are gonna love this.
Yeah.
That is the key thing here.
The one good thing about this card is it can't censor your leader, but that's about that. It is a sensor on the stick. Or on legs, however you prefer.
We don't need them to censor the leader. We have a Senzu for that.
Yeah, I know, but the fact is that this battle card can keep on censoring on your unison or battle cards.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's scary. Yeah. Now, changing the colors, your guy.
Bardock Legends Origin doing the same little move that Goku does. Actually haven't planned this. Have the card right here. That's uncanny that I didn't actually plan that because they fell off my shelf earlier. That's why they're there. So yeah, Bardock Legends Origin. Obviously, it's a blue-yellow multicolor. It's got a cost of 4, but 2 specified. 1 blue, 1 yellow. It's a 110k combo, 19k power, nothing to scoff at. Energy exhaust, unique blocker, arrival blue-yellow for 1 permanent. If you have a blue Bardock's crew in play, negate this card's energy exhaust in all areas.
Yeah.
What? What? What?
And on top of that, you can evolve the 5-drop Bardock on top of him.
Yep. And then at the end of your turn, switch this card to active mode. And if your leader card is a blue Bardock's crew, draw 2 cards. This card's nuts. This
Yeah.
card is actually
This
nuts.
card is card advantage on a stick, right?
Thank gosh it's only Bardock's crew where you get the good stuff. But still, a blue-yellow one-drop arrival is nothing to scoff at.
what I'm going to say, thank God it's a unique.
Yeah, true. Having more than one of this guy on board would be terrifying.
Yeah. Because that's draw 4 cards every turn.
It's
even
still really good for Bardock's crew.
Outside that, you played Borgos, either the old one or the new one, and then this guy becomes active.
Yeah.
For Milnemba, Trinemba.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He's a 4-drop, you can run it in Trinemba. It's a blocker that restands.
Yeah. It's a really good SR. People do not sleep on this one. This one's amazing.
Yeah, this one is... He is amazing, and definitely looking forward to try and build some Bardock's crew.
I'm definitely going to be having fun with it. Like, Bardock's crew just has so much to have fun with now. It's great. Imparted Wishes Tora. It's a 2-cost.
Another Tora to evolve on top.
It's a blue-yellow, one specified blue, one specified yellow. As Peter said, you can evolve on top of it. It's a 110k combo. It's a 16k power base. It's an energy exhaust blocker, Aegis. And then it has an auto of add 1 blue Bardock's crew card from your energy to your hand. When this card's KO'd, negate this card's energy exhaust and put it in your energy.
This card is scary.
It's a blocker
that goes to your energy.
Untap your energy.
Yeah.
Then when it dies, it will go into your energy.
Yeah.
He is insane.
Bardock crew
He is only a rare.
Bardock's crew Milnemba?
Possibly. Interesting. I like the idea. I could work with that on paper.
You can't play the 5-drops, but...
You sicken me in terms of theme, but on paper I can see it. But yeah, absolutely. Like, so, yes, Bardock's crew got a nice blue support. It's all great. But this, like, two, well, technically 3, but 2 cards really open the door for a blue-yellow build.
This mostly opens the door to play Planet Vegeta, right?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what they're aiming for with this.
Yeah, I think that's what they're aiming for, to get that great ape support to Bardock's crew, and to make it seamlessly fill in, because you only need one of the 4-drop Bardocks, so you can easily charge the other one. And if it's your turn 2 onwards, you already had something on board, so you can just charge it. Even evolve on top. You can play the Planet Vegeta, or you can already evolve on top of it. If you drop Tora early on. Yeah, the card is scary because it doesn't need to be KO'd by a skill.
No.
If you block with it and it dies, yeah, it goes to your energy by bouncing a Bardock's crew from your energy.
Yeah.
So you can bounce back that Bardock that has a rival.
Exactly. You see where it's going. It's. Whew.
Yeah, there is lots of things that can be done with that. And then we're swapping colors now, right? Yeah.
We are. We're going to red yellow.
King Piccolo the Exterminator.
The artwork on this card.
Exterminator.
The artwork for this card gets me so hype. I love it.
I mean, I'm British. I'm British. I need to do that. You
do. It's a Doctor Who reference.
It's in the blood now. That. I might not be born British, but
we adopted you. It's fine.
Yeah. It's a 3-drop, 19k, 1-cost 10k combo, energy exhaust barrier offering. For people who don't remember what offering, it's an auto skill. When this card is played, your opponent either crits alive or you get to draw 2 cards.
Look at the eyes, man. Look at the eyes.
Yep. When this card is played, choose 1. If your opponent has 5 or more life, deal 1 damage to them. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier, and gets minus 20k power for the turn. So the thing is that because you're the turn player, you can order your autos, and people keep on forgetting offering is also an auto. You can give them the choice of offering first. If they're not going to take it, you can still burn them.
That's exactly what I think this is designed for. It's like, well, you're going to take a life. No, you can draw 2. Okay, I'm going to take your life.
Or if they don't have a battle card you can target with this, you first burn them with this. Because they're at exactly 5 life. So you burn them with this and then resolve offering. You can choose in which order you do this.
Yep, because both on play effects, right?
Yes, both are
Yep,
when played effects, so both triggering in the same checkpoint.
exactly. So yeah, really solid card. I feel this could
Yeah.
be something special. I think there's something special about this card. I could be wrong. I there's something about it.
I'm going to just point out something funny.
Okay.
We got the Piccolo, which was red green, and King Piccolo, which is red yellow, both supporting the red cards.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
Whereas the blue and yellow cards, all three of them are Bardock's crew.
Yeah.
Because even Gina
Huh.
is Bardock's crew.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. It's nice. I like that. There's some funky design going on. You can't hit it. You can't be mad at it.
I like this. I like this because
Yeah.
this could support you either going with the green version and trying to get for that alliance, or go for the yellow version and try for the offering. I like that.
Yeah.
This pushes red into very interesting area.
Definitely. And it's also nice to see offering.
Yeah.
Scary
mean-
keyword, but it's always nice when it just pops up. And you're like, ah, offering.
Ugh.
Offering.
Next one. Son Goku plan for victory.
Does that victory strike?
Nah.
Ah.
God bless no.
So what
But-
is it, Peter?
5 drop. 2 red, 1 yellow specified. 25k. 1 cost 10k combo. Energy exhaust. Critical. Triple attack. Critical triple attack.
Yep.
Boy, it doesn't have a rival, but essentially it has a rival because you can play it cheaper, but still for 4
Yeah.
energy, which is fine. This is not a problem. If it's 4 energy, it's not a problem.
No,
So
it's,
you can-
it's like an evolution cost, really.
Kinda, yeah. Activate main, pay 1 red, 1 yellow, and 2 of any color. If you or your opponent's life is at 2 or less, play this card from your hand. I like this that it's either you or your opponent. Ideally, you want
Yeah.
it to be your opponent because you can burn them down with anything.
Yeah, I would prefer it if my opponent was at 2 and not me.
That depends. If you're playing the Zamasu from set 2.
Yeah, I guess.
And when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, negate its skills for the turn, and it gets minus 25k power for the turn.
Yeah.
I think that's just to remove some pesky blockers, things like that. But then triple attack critical, that's where it's at.
I mean, yeah. Like, this is designed to end games. It's
Yeah.
designed to punch your opponent. It's not one attack. It's like there's 3 attack coming. Like,
yeah,
you're doing damage, and that's the important thing. Like, and don't forget, like, Champer, Fair and Destruction Champer's a thing. So this can easily become a double strike.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you just play your burn strategy, right? Put them
Yeah.
down as low as 2 life, because we have seen that 2 life with Piccolo, I think, the Alliance one.
Yeah, the 3 to 2 is the lowest you can
Yeah.
go. You can't burn past 2.
But then you just drop triple strike critical. Sorry, triple attack critical.
Yeah, or any big double strike boys like
Yeah.
Mira.
Exactly. So there are lots of stuff that you can do further.
But yeah,
on.
it's really cool. I like the idea, and like I don't know whether it's the artwork, but I just have the idea of just Goku kicking over and over again. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it does feel like it, doesn't it? Imagine
Like,
how
it's just
amazing this
kicking.
card would be in foil.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
But-
going to be doing that to you.
no. I hope I hope they do the Divine Multiverse where and just give the rares foil. They're not going to
No, I
because
don't
they're
think
using
they are.
Warriors cards. But
We'll see.
we'll
I
see.
just
We'll
hope
see.
that they're going to keep this foiling system for long.
Awesome. Next up we have Rudagon, Recurring Nightmare.
That's reoccurring. It's not recurring, it's reoccurring.
Recurring Nightmare.
Why the hell is it not recurring nightmare?
Should be.
Yeah, it
Should
should
be.
be.
So it's a 9 cost. It's got 2 specified blue, 2 specified green. It's a 110k combo with 30k power. It's got energy exhaust, unique, and blocker, and revival. Blue green. Hey, look, revival's back. Activate main, pay 1 green. If your leader card is green or a Phantom Demon
Good.
card, and you choose 1 Hirudegon card with an energy cost of 4, 6, or 7, not 5,
Yep.
in your battle area and KO it, play this card from your drop area, and you can't activate the activate main on copies of this card for the turn.
Right, so
Thank
unique.
God.
So and then auto, if your leader card is green or Phantom Demon card, when this card activates its blocker skill, choose one card in your opponent's hand and discard it.
I love this card.
I love this card, and this card is scary because you can drop it to turn 1.
Yep. Yep.
Well, provided you go second, but you can drop it turn 1.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Because you have a 7-drop that you can drop for free from hand if you have Tapion and Minoshia in the drop.
Exactly. You just combo them away.
You attack, discard this from hand, and then combo Minoshia and Tapion. Then drop a 7-drop, pay 1 green that you charge at the beginning of your turn, sack that 7-drop, and play this.
Exactly.
Turn 1
Oh,
play.
Hi, I'm Hirudegon. Hi.
I came to take all the cards from your hand. Oh, you want
These
to
are
draw a
mine
card?
now.
You want to draw a card with your leader swing? Block?
Oh, you're gonna attack me? Oh, hi, Phantom Flame Cannon.
I mean, no, not even that. It negs the opponent's leader skill. Because when they attack, they draw a card, but when you block, they discard the card.
Oh, that's true. I swing, I block. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's quite cool. Next up, we have Tapion, Fate of a Hero. Now, this card is super cool for multitudes of reasons. We'll get to it. So, it's a 2-cost. It's a specified blue and green. It's a 110 combo. It's 15k power. It's got energy exhaust. It's got blocker. Activate main Peter. Blue or green.
Yeah.
If your leader card is green or a Phantom Demon, and you discard this card from your hand, choose one, draw 1 card, then play this card from your drop area at the end of the turn. It's a blocker. Activate up to 1 sealed music box from your deck, then shuffle your deck. Peter, aside from those effects being really cool, what do you make of the choice of choosing between blue or green?
Bleen or Gru.
Bleen or Gru! Bleen or Gru! I can words and colour.
I think this is something that was long coming.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely adore it.
I think for this deck it works because you can't be expected. You have very specific combo pieces, so you can't be expected to charge them. Hey May, really.
Exactly, and like this kind of, it helps mitigate the needing to charge multicolor energy.
Yeah. In the draft, I think more often you're going to play it as a blocker and draw a card.
Yep. But in Hirudegon,
I think, you're going to play that sealed music box because it puts Tapion in your drop area already for the 7-drop. Then you use the box to play Minoshia. When Minoshia is removed, you get to play whatever, and then you can drop a 7-drop as well, right?
Yep.
So I think this card is going to be key, and makes me actually a bit sad that you need to play 4 sealed music boxes and 4 of this.
Yeah.
To make the deck work, really.
I don't know. Wait till we get a new Hirudegon leader in green, and it starts with sealed music box on the field.
Yeah, we need something like that, but that I think would be a bit too powerful with how the sealed music box is worded.
I mean, to be fair, it could be one of those effects like activate main, pull the card that you need from your deck,
and then negate this skill for the game. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like this. I hope, and by the sounds of it, we are going to see more of it. So...
Yeah, I hope we are actually going to see more support for this, because Hirudegon was one of those fan favorite archetypes that didn't get any love. It was good on paper, but it was so clunky and difficult to use that...
Yeah, even the power booster didn't really help it.
Yeah, sadly.
But yeah, and then obviously in the Vegeta, we can see this choice type mechanic between the green and blue. So maybe if that's like I like this. I like the idea of it. I like what it represents, and I hope Bandai kind of go down this route a little bit.
Next
what
one. Then we're going to Invoker Staff.
Final Heat Phalanx. I love the word Phalanx. It's so happy. It makes me happy.
It looks like an SR.
It's not an SR, and that makes me sad.
It's a rare, so it's going to be non-foil.
This card screams SR.
Yes, it does.
Like, how Bandai? Look at it.
Because
Tell me this isn't a
each
super rare.
multicolor got one SR, one rare, and one uncommon.
Uh, this is Bandai. Please, this is clearly an SR artwork.
Yeah, it should have been.
So it's a 4 cost, aka you're never going to be playing it. It's going to be a 1 cost in Invoker. Uh, Counterplay: if your leader card is blue, choose up to one of your leader cards. It gets plus 5k power for the turn. High Beam, and if the battle card being played has an energy cost of 6 or less, it's placed at the bottom of the deck instead. This card is crazy.
It's interesting. Would you play this over Royal Condemnation?
Um, Based on how I would play Invoker, yes, but also I could totally understand Invoker players not wanting to shift from their established "this is how we play the deck."
No, the thing is that Royal Condemnation has that
You can warp it, right?
Yeah, you can grab the card, the multicolored card from the top of your deck.
Yeah, I
This
guess
one
that's the only
doesn't.
downside. But then if that had this card would be insane.
Yeah, this card would be an SR.
Oh yeah. Um,
Maybe before we go anywhere further, for people who don't know what Invoker is, because they're just starting to play the game.
True. Yeah, yeah. Explain
Invoker
it.
is a blue-red specified keyword skill for battle cards that lets you play a multicolor battle cards that are multicolor extra cards that are blue and red by paying one energy that's both blue and red.
Yeah.
So rather than this being a 4 cost, it would be 1 cost, provided you have a card with Invoker on the battle in the battle area, and you have an untapped or rather inactive mode, a blue and red energy card.
Yeah.
So then it would be a 1-drop. That's why we're looking at this card and the next card, which is also an
As
Invoker
1-drops
extra card. As those are 1-drops because you would never pay full energy for those.
In fairness, though, if I had a red-blue build, I would be tempted to side this.
I think I would still go for Royal Condemnation because it can hit majority of secrets.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But it's a great card. Bandai, make it an SR. Give me a foil reprint. I don't care. I need this in foil.
Yep.
So explosive demon wave. Peter, take it away.
It's a 3-drop, but it's going to be a 1-drop. If you ever want to cast it, actually, it's a 2 red and 1 blue, so it's actually very difficult.
I think that's really generous. 2 red, 1 blue.
I guess. No, because they mostly play into blue. Because Beyblade is blue. Sorry, Tournament of Power Arena is blue.
Beyblade. Yeah. I was thinking outside of.
Yeah, maybe. Counter. Counter. If your leader card is red and you choose 1 red card in your hand and discard it, negate the battle card's counter attack skill, then switch up to 1 of your blue energy to active mode at the end of the turn. So you use it during your turn when you're trying to go for some push and your opponent is trying to negate it with their battle card skill like Topo, or something along those lines.
Yeah.
You can discard red card from hand. It needs to be specifically red. It doesn't need to be mono red, which is good. And then you get this energy used for explosive demon wave back. So it's kind of like a bad ring laser, but it can stop extra cards.
Yeah, I think that's the only downside to this is that it only stops battle card negates.
Yeah. And then it has activate main skill. You can send this card from drop area to warp. Look at the top card of your deck. If it's a multicolor extra card, you may add it to your hand. Otherwise, place it on top of your deck.
Which is what Condemnation has, and that's why we were saying, if the fit. Honestly, I would swap Phalanx in this around. I would give this effect to Phalanx, make it the SR. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a bit more fair. Because then you could think about splitting the Phalanx and Condemnation.
Yeah.
Because that would give you additional names.
Yep. So yeah. Interesting. I still think Phalanx is better. I wish it had the activate main text, but I guess if it had the activate main text, everyone would be rushing to it.
Yeah.
So, I still think it's cool. I think it's a side choice, if anything. It's not a main board. I wouldn't main this.
I think Explosive Demon Wave you would main just because it's a different name.
Oh yeah, for the effect. Yeah. Okay.
A lot of the effects require you to interact with different names.
Okay, I can see that then. I can see that. See, this is what I mean. I don't really play Invoker, but...
1 or 2.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I can't see this at 3 or higher.
Yeah.
Yep. So now we're moving on to green yellow. We have a Lord Slug. Youth Regained. Hey, girl. Uh, 6 cost, green, yellow, 2 specified green, 2 specified yellow, 110k combo, 25k power, energy exhaust, double strike, successor, pay 1 green.
So successor needs you as a cost to send to the drop area battle cards, green, mono yellow, or green yellow battle cards with total exact cost as him. So it needs to be a total of 6. Permanent, if this card would be removed from your battle area, it's sent to the warp instead, is protecting him from being
From being
used.
successored into
Yes,
self.
so you can't change successors.
Yeah, but it's still annoying.
Yeah, he's still a big boy. Bond free, if your leader card is green, when this card attacks, choose one. So it's a auto on attack if you have another 2 battle cards. Choose up to one of your opponent's up to 1 card in your opponent's hand and discard it. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO it. Boy,
Yeah,
this boy is not unique.
I don't know, Peter. Honestly, I don't know.
He's strong, but
He is.
I don't know.
I think this is the card that kind of brings them together for me, and I get it.
But it doesn't feel fluent.
That's my problem. I don't know how consistent this can be.
I think it can be consistent, but it doesn't feel fluent. It's not a good transition because you're losing cards that are already giving you card advantage turn after turn.
Yeah, yeah. So you've got your Anguillas on board, and
You
yeah,
have
you're like, oh well,
the AOD slug that keeps on resurrecting stuff or playing stuff from your
exactly.
hand or
So
something.
yeah, I can see where you're coming from, and it's just like, well, why would I sacrifice those for this?
The best one you can do is after you evolve slug into a 6-drop,
And
uh,
then just pie him off, yeah.
and then sack him to play this slug, and then evolve him on into a 6-drop again, because you can.
Yeah, because it's yeah, then it would yeah.
And then you would be able to successor again. But evolving the 6-drop I think costs 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it 4? Yeah, it's X Evolve, so it's 4.
Yeah, something like that. I know it's very cheap.
Yeah, I don't know. Slightly disappointed in it.
I mean, you can rip a lot of cards from your opponent's hand, I guess. It would work, but it's mostly when you can go into 6-drop, and this is essentially becoming a win more card.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way of putting it, actually.
You're not getting... He, on his own, is not progressing your game plan.
Strategies. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just... If you're doing what you're supposed to do, he makes it even further. He takes it even further.
Yeah.
And the
Very
last
well put.
card is Angela the Invader,
Oh, hi, Anguilla.
which is a free drop, 2 green, 1 yellow, 15k power, 1 cost 10k combo, energy exhaust critical, which is actually fairly nice, successor for 1 yellow, and
Yeah.
activate main once per turn, bond 2, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and negate its skills until the start of your next turn.
It's a good successor.
The thing is that you don't need successor to play this.
No.
Because I'm quite sure that AOD Lord Slug can play this from your hand for 1 energy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, can you double check that for me?
Bear with me.
We're talking about the set 6 AOD Lord Slug.
Yeah, I know. Sexy. Campaign rares. No, that's starter. Oops. Rarity. What do they come under? Campaign rares,
Distraction
isn't it?
rares.
Oh, they'll have them as destruction rares in this. Yeah. And it is when this card, it's a free cost, 2 specified green. When you play this card, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and places it in the drop. Activate main once per turn. Choose up to 1 Slug's army card from your hand with original energy cost of 3.
Yeah, so you can just drop Angela, and that skill costs 1 green, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's easier to drop it with Lord Slug AOD
Slug,
than
yeah.
Successor. It's a good successor card for other decks, but in Lord Slug it's very easy to drop.
Yeah.
And it's a critical, and it's not unique.
And I guess that's how you meant to do it in Slug then, is like you play that for free off the Slug, and then you successor both of them,
I guess, yeah.
I guess. But then you're losing the bond. That slug's just weird, okay?
Yeah, it is weird. I think what you're supposed to do with that slug is successor of the X Evolve card, because it's a 6-drop. I think
I
that's
guess,
I think that's
maybe.
what it is. And then you evolve that successor card into another one of those and just rinse and repeat.
Fair. Um, yeah. So overall, multicolored grades, Peter. What did you think, and what's your grade?
It's difficult cause majority of the time they only supported one color. The multicolors, even though they're multicolors, they supported one color. We didn't had anything that was breaching this. Like the blue red are out of nowhere. And don't tell
Yeah,
me
I
that
was
ain't
nowhere
so.
in Focus of War. Yeah.
Don't tell me that ain't so. Because they don't work either with red cards nor the blue cards.
No, they're in Invoker support just out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. They just don't fit. We have some questionable support. I really enjoyed the red support, the red, yellow, and red, green.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are a bit too strong. I'm worried that they're too strong. It just doesn't feel consistent enough. It just feels like an extension of monocolored stuff that, for whatever reason, is multicolor. Like the Lord Slack and Hirudegan is just breaching the colors to give them a multicolor cards that they can play.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I think that's a fair criticism of it.
I think I'm actually not too happy about them. They're all good cards, but they might be monocolored cards and it wouldn't change too much. I mean, they wouldn't be able to get the keywords, which I think is what they were trying to push for, to support the
Yeah.
keywords. B minus, I think, and that's me being generous here.
Uh, I think I'm gonna go. Phew. I think I'm gonna go A minus because it does support quite a lot of stuff. It brings back a lot of keywords. So they are trying. It doesn't quite work as well as it should,
It doesn't
but there's a
work in
lot.
the
I
set
think there's
though.
a lot of experimentation in this multicolor environment
It's
as
the
well.
thing is that those cards don't work in the set though.
Um, some of them do.
Very forcefully if you shove them with a boot in.
The
Yeah.
only ones that really do it are the invoker stuff.
Well, yeah, the invoker stuff doesn't work. That like both Piccolos, both Junior and King Piccolo, I really really like
Yeah.
because both of them are interesting in design, and the fact that they can take red both ways. I like the Bardock's crew stuff, but then again, it just feels like they're trying to shoehorn in the yellow into Bardock's crew.
I don't think it's shoehorning it. I think it's like you said, it is that bridging of the gap between what's come before and what's
But Bardock's crew has never been in yellow.
yes, it
It's
has. There's yellow stuff from Draft Box 4.
is that Bardock's crew actually?
Yes.
Are they actually? Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Ah, why? They don't even work with the Bardock. The Raiders Warcry doesn't work with the Bardock's crew leader.
I don't know. Just saying. Just saying.
I think if anything, the only yellow card you would really play is
Is
Planet.
Planet Vegeta.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it does allow you to play Raiders Warcry, like if you really wanted to. Like,
No, it does. I mean, you don't get the skill.
oh, does your leader have to be yellow? I haven't played with
Yes.
Raiders Warcry. I only own like two of them.
Yeah, Raiders Warcry requires you to have yellow leader.
Oh, well, that's boring.
Yeah.
What, you could play it and it's an if.
Yeah, exactly. You can play it as a 4-drop double strike ape. It's
Yeah.
not even a blocker.
Does it not have blocker? Wow. No, okay, that card is terrible outside of yellow. Um, but yeah, that's I'm gonna stick to my A minus. I think it does a good job. It does a bit like different. Right, you gotta look at this way. Like previously, when Bandai have shifted colors, they've just put them out to dry. At least they've
Yeah, but
tried to
you are
bridge.
talking about shifting colors. Here I'm talking about the design of multicolor cards.
Yeah, and they bridged a gap.
Yeah, okay, they're trying to bridge the gap there, but they're also shoehorning some cards that have no right to be here.
The only cards that I don't think have a right to be there are Invoker. Because everything else does kind of make sense. It's from the World Martial Arts saga. You've got the King Piccolo, you got the Piccolo, you got the Goku from that era, you got Yajirobe from that era. Hirudegon and Tapion make sense. Vegeta kind of makes sense. That one's a bit of a stretch. It's just, oh, cool, we put a Vegeta on it. You could have put Minutia on it, and it or Trunks. Actually, why didn't you make that Trunks? um, Slug, like again, it's bridging the gap. So most of the colors are just bridging gaps.
Possibly.
You got blue green, yellow green, and blue yellow
But they
as
don't
bridging gaps.
They don't do anything to bridge those gaps. That's my thing. The only thing that I feel is bridging the gap is the Bardock Screw.
I think the blue green stuff from Hirudegon bridges that gap.
Not really. I think the Hirudegon has been designed well enough that it didn't have a gap.
Fair.
Because all of those cards were working perfectly well together. You didn't need to have an excuse to play multicolor card.
Well, that's why we agree to disagree, Peter.
If you had,
I'm gonna
if you had that
go.
Hirudegon and Tapion, not the multicolor cards but green cards, would that change anything?
I don't know, because the idea is you can let that Hirudegon die because it has a revive.
Yeah, I think the only reason why it's there is because it's a revive. But then again, you can also play it from the drop area.
Yeah, so it's a really good mix. So where are you landing, Peter? B,
I'm
B,
going
B
to stay at B because it's nothing special for me. It's nothing that consistent that I would consider an A.
Fair enough. Then I'm still on my A minus. Yeah. And so we only have the, I guess, Giant Force graded left to go.
Yes.
Which will include the Giant Force rares, which have been revealed by Evan over on Facebook. So join the Dragon Ball Super Community Card Game Discussion Group. There's a link in the description below. Peter, any final words?
There is a link in the description below.
Yeah, I added it.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, let us know in the comments what do you think about those cards. And remember to like and subscribe. It does help the channel. And then we can do more crazy stuff like this. And thank you for watching.
We'll see you soon. Tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, guys.